said, Mr. Finley, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to sit down. And it was the first time in my life that I was ever asked to sit down. And I knew this was not going to be good. So I sat down in the chair across from him. And that's when he read me the diagnosis report on the MRI. He said, now I can't tell for certain. He says, but almost positively this will be a cancer, almost positively. By the time I got home, of course, she was notified of the situation. And we hugged and we kissed each other and we said, you know, God will see us through. And that was just a little over 3 years ago, right now, as we speak. They're great. They're great friends. They're first and foremost, they were friends. Then they became great friends. And we all know how much time it takes to develop a friend into a great friend. A lot of time, usually. You just don't generally see people that you can count on, you can call on any day, any time of the day, any time of the night. You don't find those very often. And when you find them, you do your best not to lose them. This gal named Michelle Lavin kept sending emails to my wife, Kelley, I think on Facebook.
Poke.
Saying, hey, have you ever heard of West Houston Church of Christ? Hey, would you like to go with us sometime? Hey, you know, we have a lot of fun, da-da-da-da-da. And we finally decided, you know, yeah, it sounds pretty good. We'll go down there and we'll try it out. Sounds like they got a pretty cool group and everything. And if they'll let Steve in, they'll let anybody in. They did let us in. Y'all let us in. It's never caused us to question our faith at all. We did not sit down and go, oh my goodness gracious, why did the Lord pick us? That never happened, ever. What it did do was get us to question ourselves about our faith. And by saying that, I mean we should be practicing our faith more rigorously and more routinely than we do. Is that what you got out of it?
Definitely. Before he was sick, we weren't going to church. He grew up Methodist, I grew up Church of Christ. We never could find that happy medium, and we were lucky with West Houston that we found someplace that we both liked. For me, it spurred me to want to get back into that life. I'd missed it. I know he'd missed it, but we just didn't have that push. And sometimes God has to come up and slap you on the back of the head to get your attention. And
True.
To me, it kind of felt like this was our slap. You know, some people just get a nudge. We talked about the whisper a couple of years ago. Some people get a whisper. We didn't. We got a shout right there in the ear that says, it's time. Anytime I could have someone either talking on the phone while you're waiting or come to sit with you while you're waiting, come visit afterwards, all those things make you realize that God's hand is in every little piece of that. You know, we spent our 25th anniversary in the hospital in September. We had people come and visit on our anniversary and bring anniversary cards. And, you know, and we weren't even thinking about, I was just thinking about the fact that he was still here. We nearly lost him that one. And that was a really scary, that was his first hospitalization. That one was a scary one because he was close. he was close to Oregon shut down. And I didn't think he was going to be here for our 25th. And we just had, boy, we prayed. We prayed a lot that on the 4th, going, sitting in the emergency room, God got us through a tough night. And he's gotten to a lot of tough nights. We've had a lot of nights where all I've done is send out texts and Facebook posts and Caring Bridge posts and ask for prayers. And the responses are amazing. One little post, and I'd have 25 or 30 responses within an hour. People just from all over, and a lot of them church folks that have been on Facebook with me that just say, "We're praying, keep going, we're with you," and that's huge. I would read them to Brett, and you could just see all that pain kind of lifts when you know that so many people are praying for you. When we'd put out